think we're just waiting on Dana to show up. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone.
Yeah. So can you hear Dana's voice back there at all? Do you know if he's in the building, or we don't know? But you said his security was walking around.
I don't hear anything. I see like the normal security people. We got the sound guys and the camera operators are all literally just standing around waiting.
People are asking if if Marvin versus Carl is still on.
I haven't had any word.
Well, guys, that's the beauty of these Staredowns is this might be our first official indication that any of this trio of fights where one of the athletes missed weight is going down, because I would think normally they wouldn't face them off if it was still being negotiated, right? Is that fair to say?
No, it is not. I think they would still face them off. They would still face them off, and they go, "Well, just face off, guys, and we'll figure it out afterward." No, so
that's awkward. That is awkward.
These stare-downs are strictly for promotional reasons. They do not. It's not a contract once they make eye contact.
Oh, well, we can say this. If you don't see them, you know what? I should say, you're right, Casey. I should say, sorry. If you don't see the people face off, that's probably a good indication that these fights are not happening. Yeah. There we go. But yes, you're right. But the opposite is not true. If we do see them face off, that doesn't guarantee anything. So just something to keep an eye on in case, for whatever reason, it's one of the matchups where one of the fighters miss weight, they don't show up. Then where there's smoke, there's fire. We might assume that that fight is not happening. But again, nothing for sure. Nothing for sure. We won't know until we get official word from the UFC.
So Casey, can you put the graphic back up for a second?
It is up.
I'm sorry.
It's up right now.
Oh.
What are you looking at? Are you looking? See, you're looking in the past, Esther. You got to live in the present. You don't.
I was looking in the past. I'm sorry. Because sorry.
I was just told, just waiting on Dana. But everyone's back. They don't really seem to know either.
All right.
Right. So, in terms of weight misses, Jessica I and Carl Roberson and Zaruk Adashev missed weight. Zaruk, however, had like 4 or 5 days notice. So, Jessica I was also pretty last minute there, and Carl Roberson, remember, missed weight 2 weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. Sorry, more than 2 weeks ago. A couple weeks ago, and then was taken off the card due to health concerns over his weight cut, and then.
So did he miss weight in Jacksonville and then couldn't?
He did.
He did miss weight and then
1.5, I think.
And then during the rehydration process, the next morning he got sick, or overnight, right? Is that the story?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So even though Robertson actually weighed in, missed weight, he still may not. Yeah, we still have to wait. Who knows if there's gonna be? Yeah.
This is also Las Vegas. Remember when Alexa Grasso wasn't allowed to fight because she came in a little slightly too heavy, but I think she came in 5 pounds over, while Roberson came in 4 pounds over. So
four and a half,
and it was 5 pounds at 115 too. So a much the percentage of the weight. So I think weight wise, I don't think there should be an issue, but I think it's more health wise. So
Roberson.
I'm
seeing a lot of movement now, but still no Dana.
Someone pointed out on Twitter, so whoever's comment I'm stealing that. It is kind of bizarre that after he had so much trouble missing weight.
Looks like UFC cameraman just stood up, plugging stuff in.
Okay.
Just ran to the back. I don't see anyone, but I saw just a lot of movement all at once.
Oh, when they get up and leave is kind of a bad sign.
On the camera,
would you describe this panic? Is that the word you to describe the atmosphere right now, Jose? Panic.
I feel more like, I don't know if it was panic or just a coincidence that 5 people just stood up and started moving at the same time.
Sure. Scramble. Scramble, I think, would be accurate.
We got Brandon Fitzgerald here with the mic, so looks like we might be getting started fairly soon.
All right.
I said that with no confidence.
That's what we like to hear in MMA fighting.
Yes, thank you for the information. Not.
Whoa. All right, Wayne.
I will just finish my Roberson thought and say, asking him to make weight after missing weight a month ago and then having medical issues related to that weight cut does not seem like, I'm not a doctor, does not seem like the easiest thing to do. So maybe we shouldn't have been surprised that he missed weight by an even larger amount this time. It's a really difficult circumstance for all these guys taking fights right now.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what his walking weight is, but cutting weight twice in a month doesn't seem like it would be great for your body.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey, so I'm sorry, Esther. We have an update from the truck. You have some sort of creature behind you on that couch. It's not.
Yes.
What is that thing?
It's a Fezzik.
It's a Fezzik.
Mm-hmm.
Is it alive?
Yeah. Yeah, would you like to see?
Yeah. We got time.
Okay, hold on.
I figure once we get a dog in the show, then the Staredowns will start. Well, she is sleepy.
I'll leave Fezzik alone.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm hearing someone tell me.
Good morning, everybody.
Thanks.
Here we go. These guys off. We got 10 fights tomorrow. First fight just after 4 local time 7 Eastern. Main card.
As soon as you get distracted, all of a sudden the face-offs start happening.
Start the night on ESPN and ESPN Plus in the welterweight division. Anthony Ivy takes on Christian Aguilera.
That is not Dana White.
It's not.
Truck can confirm that it's not Dana White.
Confirmed.
Anthony Ivy versus Christian Aguilera. Jose, can you just tilt up a little bit?
Next bout is in the bantamweight division. Tyson Nam takes on UFC newcomer Zaruk Adashev.
Oh, we're getting a little bit of an echo.
I'm turning Jose's mic off. Sorry, no more.
Okay, cool.
It's a bantamweight bout. Adashev did miss weight. And he also took this fight on less than 1 week's notice.
Yes.
Up next, we're in the women's bantamweight division. Julia Avila takes on Gina Mazzani.
Both Gina Mazzani and Julia Avila were interviewed by our colleague Mike Heck, so you should definitely check those interviews out. They're fantastic. Oh, what's going on? Oh, selfie.
Oh, this one's for the gram.
And the featured prelim is a catchweight bout. Merab Duwalishvili takes on Gustavo Lopez.
Right? Merab Duwalishvili versus Gustavo Lopez.
Duwalishvili with the American and Georgian flag.
The main card on ESPN and ESPN Plus starts with a women's flyweight bout. Maria Agapova takes on Hannah Cyphers.
Wow, the internet's bad today.
Hannah Cyphers, her second fight in 2 weeks.
Yeah, wow. And just constantly going up in weight.
She looks a little bit shorter here. Again,
After that, a bantamweight bout between Jordan Espinosa and Mark De La Rosa.
Jordan Espinosa versus Mark De La Rosa.
Up next, a featherweight bout. Andre Touchy-Feely takes on Charles Air Jourdain.
This should be a really good fight.
Oh, yeah. Glad these guys are getting some main card shine. Canada's own Charles Air Jourdain.
Oh.
Ooh, all up in each other's faces.
Social distancing, boys. Social distancing.
Elbows up.
Don't forget to wash your hands later.
Up next, a lightweight bout. Charles Rosa takes on Kevin Aguilar.
Oh, interesting. So that's moved on to the main card. Charles Rosa, Kevin Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, okay.
So we'll see what maybe we might find out why soon.
Our co-main event is in the middleweight
they moved
division.
Merab Dvalishvili
Tomorrow,
further down.
Robertson
So
takes on Marvin, the Italian Dream Vittori.
Okay, well, they are facing off.
Okay. And Esther, you're right. Yeah,
well.
you're right about the Dvalishvili fight being moved back down.
We didn't get the face.
And our main event is in the women's flyweight division. Top contender Jessica Evil Eye takes on Cynthia Calvillo.
And our main event.
Jessica I, number 1 in the official rankings. Cynthia Calvillo, number 10.
I wish I could hear what they were saying to each other.
Some conversation.
Thanks for coming out this morning. We'll see you tomorrow from UFC Apex.
All right.
So there we go. Everyone faced off. Like we said, as we don't know if that means that every fight where one of the athletes missed weight is necessarily going on, but it means, as far as we know, it is not officially off yet. We are still waiting on official word for both whether all 3 or any of those 3 fights is going to go down, and if so, what the purse penalty will be.
Yes, we are still waiting on that news. But as you saw, they reordered the bouts there after Ray Borg dropped out and Gustavo Lopez replaced him. Merab Dvalishvili versus Gustavo Lopez at the catch weight of 140 will now be further down on the card. So the weight results here are not the order of the fights. This is just the original card. Oh, so as original as you can, I guess, get, since all of them are replacements almost. But yeah, so Merab Dvalishvili, Gustavo Lopez is now on the prelims, and now Charles Rosa versus Kevin Aguilar is on the main card.
All right. Do we have any more updates from Jose? I think. Can you hear us? Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, I turned Jose's mic off. Hold on.
No, yeah, I can hear him.
You can hear him,
but we do not.
I don't have him on the feed.
Okay, we do not have any updates. So.
But yes, 3 fights, as you can see up there, where fighters miss weight: Jessica I, Carl Robertson, and Adashev. It remains to be seen whether a lot of people think that fighters who miss weight almost always have an advantage, and I think statistically that was somewhat disproven by an article that Mike Chiappetta wrote a couple of years ago. Fighters who missed weight, who were already favored, most of them were already favored, so it was hard to tell if missing weight affected the odds that much, to sort of explain it. But it does look often like fighters who miss weight do go on to win their fights, so take that into account when making your picks for this card, I guess.
All right, is that good? We're good, guys?
I guess so. We'll just keep it at MMAfighting.com to find out more information about Roberson versus Vittori. As Roberson did miss weight, he came in at 190.5, and they did face off, but the UFC actually hasn't given us any kind of official update on that bout or on the fine, if there is one, et cetera, et cetera.
And the main event also. The main event, too. We don't.
That's the main event, because Jessica also missed weight by 1/4 pound, so we don't know what's going on there. And Zaruk Adashev also missed weight, but he came in on 4 days' notice, so they didn't seem to have any beef in that face-off.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we hear you now?
We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still no word. Sorry.
Still no word. So
our update is
Chuck, still no word. Chuck, still no word.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so our update from Jose is there is no update.
Yeah. So and remember, these guys, men and women, still have to rehydrate, and hopefully they wake up in the morning feeling good, ready to punch each other for money. So we'll see.
Yeah. And this has been Esther Lynn and Casey Leiden and A.K. Lee and Jose Youngs over in Las Vegas at the UFC Apex.
There's a cord in the way.
Yeah.
And there's a cord in the way.
There's a lot of cords I'm scattered about. We're also going to get another Dana White scrum.
Yes. So stay tuned to our YouTube page. We will have a Dana White scrum later for you. We will do our best to ask as many questions, get in as many questions as possible. Let's see if
hopefully another preview show, Casey.
Yeah, and we have a preview
Yes,
show coming up right
show.
after that. So
and let's hope that he actually answered some questions this time.
Whoa!
All right, guys, are we still live? Before we go, got some updates.
Oh.
Jessica I will forfeit 25% of her purse to opponent. Paul Robertson will forfeit 30% of his purse, and Adeshev will forfeit 20% of his purse. Fights are still good.
25% for a quarter pound. You guys look like Cynthia Cavillo asked for some money. A little bit more. Interesting. Normally it's 20% for a.
She won a percent per ounce.
Wow.
AK with the math. Okay, so
one for one.
So all the fights are official. Now let's just hope they show up tomorrow, healthy and ready to punch each other. Sign us out. Sign us off, Esther.
All right. So as you heard just now, we got Jessica I in the main event. She missed weight by a quarter pound, but she will be fighting still. She's being fined 25% of her purse, of her show money. And then we've got Carl Roberson versus Marvin Vettori, and Carl Roberson will take a 30% fine. We've got more fights on the card. Sorry, I'm updating the graphics for you right now. All right. Sorry. Merab Dvalishvili versus Gustavo Lopez. That has actually been moved to the prelims and at a catch weight of 140. Andre Feely versus Charles Jourdain. Jordan Espinoza versus Mark De La Rosa are still on the main card. We also have movement from Maria Agapova and Hannah Cyphers. Charles Rosa and Kevin Aguilar also got bumped up. Julia Avila versus Gina Mazzani, and Tyson Nam versus Zaruk Adeshev are still in the prelims, and Anthony Ivey versus Christian Aguilera as well. And one more time, Jordan Griffin versus Derek Minner is off the card, as Derek Minner, for health reasons, was unable to make the weight, so he has been pulled off the card. So thank you very much for joining us this Friday morning for UFC on ESPN 10 official weigh-ins and stare-downs, and we will see you later today for our preview show, and also come back for our Dana White scrum, and tomorrow for all of our coverage of the